Welcome to Scott's Basic Baking. Let's make some strawberry biscuits, or scones, whatever you call them. You should get about 6 large ones out of this recipe. It takes about 15 minutes to put together, about 12 minutes to bake. Pause the video if you need some time to work. Let's get started. You're going to need a medium mixing bowl, mixing stick, smaller mixing bowl, a whisk, a dry measuring 1 cup, a dry measuring 1/2 cup, a tablespoon, baking tray, parchment paper. You can also grease the tray, but it's a lot easier to clean up parchment paper. Oven glove thing, and a turner thing. For the edibles, you're going to need 2 cups Bisquick or equivalent baking mix, 1/2 cup of milk, plus 2 tablespoons of milk, 1/2 cup of strawberry jam or jelly. Jam is better because it has bits of fruit. This is preserves, probably also has fruit. I don't know, it'll work. Powdered sugar, and that's it. Let's start assembly. First thing, go to your oven. Make sure your rack is in the center. If it's not, move your trays out until you get them to the center. Then, preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Okay, we're going to start by adding 2 cups of the Bisquick baking mix into the medium bowl. Just, real easily scoop it out. Okay. A fight with the... Okay. So when you've just about spilled it, go ahead and scoop 2 cups out. Yeah, make sure they're, level enough. Okay. We're going to put that nicely back in there. Okay. We're going to use 1/2 cup of milk using the liquid measuring cup. Perfect. Okay, now use your mixing stick, and we're going to mix till it's just together. If you're wondering what just together means when it doesn't look soupy, but it's still maybe a little crumbly. Something like that ought to do. Now we are going to add 1/2 cup of the strawberry jam. Preserves, in my case. Nope. All right, I'm gonna use a knife to help get this out. You spill a little, you spill a little. Oh, you're gonna hear my dogs coming because they think I'm getting something good for them. I am not. Okay, throw the strawberry jam in. Perfect. Okay. All right, and then mix until, it's mixed. Seems a little dry, but just keep working it. It'll be worth it. Yeah, it's coming together. pretty good to me. Nice and mixed. It's all got that pink strawberry look to it. Okay, we're onto the pan. Take your parchment paper. If you don't cut yourself a little bit, you're not doing it right. There we go. I'm gonna cover the pan with it. Then we are going to drop it by spoonfuls onto the parchment paper. You know, make them larger, smaller, whatever you want, depending on how many you need. Like I said before, I'm going to try to get 6 out of this. That's huge. Over there. Scraping the bowl. Every little bit counts, especially with prices. Holy smokes. Okay. Sweet. All right. I got like 2 mediums, large, some small. I don't know. I got 6 of them. A little bit more to this guy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Nice. Okay. All right, the oven is hot. We are going to put the biscuits in. Oven is hot, as I just stated. Okay, they're in the oven. We're gonna set a timer for 12 minutes. And we'll let them bake. While they bake, we are gonna make the icing. For the icing, we're gonna use the smaller bowl, the whisk, the tablespoon, milk, and powdered sugar. This is a new bag of powdered sugar. Cut it open. There we go. You're gonna use the dry measuring cup to get 1 cup of powdered sugar. Try to make it level. There we go. Boop. Dump that in there. Then you're going to add 2 tablespoons of milk. One, 2. Okay. Next, use the whisk and whisk it like it owes you money. Obviously, I'm pretty gentle when someone owes me money. And I'm making a mess. Keep on whisking. Oh, it's making an icing. It's getting thicker. Blah, 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 blah. If you want it to be a little bit thinner, you can add a little bit more milk. But just a little bit. Like a little goes a long way, people. But I want mine to be spreadable rather than like a drizzle. So maybe it's a frosting at that point? You know, I'm not sure. What's the difference between a frosting and an icing? I guess I could Google it, or you can tell me what it is in the comments. Or don't, just, I don't know. Okay, icing is ready. There's 3 minutes left on the timer. Since everyone's ovens vary a little bit, you might want to start checking them about now. See if they're done as much as you want them to be. Mine are getting close, getting brown on the top there just a little bit. I'm going to let them go for probably the whole time, but you might want to pull yours out if you want them to be a little bit softer. They're done. Shush. All right, armed with Frosty here, we're going to get them out of the oven. Yeah, they look great. But they are hot. Frosty didn't do his job very well. Okay, we're going to let them cool off for just a few minutes, and then we're going to put the icing on them. It's been a few minutes. They're cool, but they're not cold. So they're still warm, which is when you want to ice them. Let me get you back up on the stand here so you can watch. All right, I am just going to use my whisk to stir it up again. Gets a little hard as it sits there. And I'm going to just put some icing on these suckers. Obviously, it's really sweet because it's just sugar and milk. So put as much on as you want. I like about, this much. Since they're still warm, you can see that it melts and kind of soaks in and makes it delicious. You could let them cool down just a little bit more if you wanted the icing to stay more solid, I guess. I don't know. If you made too many, or you just want to make them ahead of time, they freeze really well, and it can just be microwaved later. If you like this recipe, please be sure to like and subscribe, and hit the little bell icon for notifications. You'll be notified when there's more Scott's Basic Baking.